Yo, yo, what's up, y'all? Just out here chilling with my daughter. Sun's all in my face. Hold on. Just out here chilling. Y'all hear that noise? That's a little inflatable. Hope y'all can hear me all right. Hope y'all can hear me all right. Today we're gonna talk about student loan forgiveness. Student loan forgiveness. Yeah. So it's gonna wait on a few people to jump on, but I mean it's been a minute. I ain't seen nobody jump on yet. So, um, but sometimes I know those algorithms showing who's tuning in or whatnot can be delayed. So we'll go ahead and get into it. Um, so student loan forgiveness. Y'all probably wonder why I'm laughing about this, right? You know, it's kind of funny. So I did a video. What was that? About I would say 3, 4 months ago. I did a video called "Another Stimulus." I did a video called "Another Stimulus." And I had some people like kind of laughing about it, like, "Oh, they're saying stimulus or whatnot." But I was being serious. I was like, "Hey, like this talk is heating up about Joe Biden forgiving student loans, and and that's a form of stimulus. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I would probably most likely be a beneficiary of that, and I may get 20 grand for giving. You know, it's not by my choice, but I would happily accept it." Um, and put that money to work elsewhere. But you know, um, do I think it's fair? In some cases, I do think it's fair. I think that it's fair in the sense of like our government, push a lot of people towards college. And a lot of people went to college, accumulated a lot of debt, and aren't able to pay that debt back because they aren't able to get good, paying wages. For example, like for me, I worked in the social service field for a while, and you know, you finish college, you starting off at like $12 an hour. It's like, how are you supposed to pay back, your student loans when you're getting paid $12 an hour, or even $20 an hour, $25 an hour is hard too. So that was, that's kind of a take on it. Another take, I feel like um, a lot of, especially African Americans, I actually asked Rick Rule this too, and he made a good point, and he was saying how, you know, uh, African Americans and black folks were actually, convinced to go to college, to work for structures and institutions that weren't built by them. Like, and so, we didn't get funding or opportunities for uh, our own programs, our own infrastructure, our own institutions and stuff. And so, Rick Rule was pretty blatant about that. But, I ain't really coming in here to get into the nuances of, X, Y, and Z. I want to talk about the prediction. I predicted that this was coming. I said, hey, Joe Biden does not have a lot of um, support. And what I mean by that is with the Build Back Better plan that was put on pause. Um, it went nowhere. It was gridlock. No one was trying to pass anything. Inflation was high, and he, politicians like to buy votes. That's what they do. They go in and they promise, spending more government money or increasing the deficit so that they can pay for these social programs and X, Y, and Z. And it was already mentioned before that the executive that he could make an executive decision to forgive the loans without any Congress approval or any Senate approval. So, um, so it was within his power. And for me, like I was looking down the line, this is how my mind works. It's like, okay, well, first of all, the Democrats want to stay in office. So you have midterm elections coming up. You have, House and the Senate. You know what I'm saying? And so, in order for them to be able to, um, try to get this election in the bag, that they have to buy the votes. And so, and people were protesting. They were like, forgive student loans and everything, and that's what Biden did. He came in and forgave student loans. He had to buy the votes. He didn't buy my vote. I don't know about yours, but yeah, I mean, he had to buy the votes. So, it's just kind of interesting. I talked about that. People were kind of laughing and like, no, it's not going to happen and everything. And then sure enough, here it is. It happened, and I saw it coming because uh, of um, the gridlock that was between the Senate and passing the Build Back Better plan. And this was an opportunity for him to make an executive decision without Congress support. So I know what I be talking about, y'all. Y'all don't, some people don't be thinking I know what I'm talking about, but I research this stuff and I'm not saying I'm right about everything, but I try to be as accurate as possible. Um, so we can see these things coming. Now, with that said, is inflation going to get worse? I believe so. The SPR is set to end, this fall. So gas prices are waiting to shoot up. I mean, it's crazy. I think today was very volatile in the market. You had uh, what you call it? I think it was some news came out about Iran and supply. Some fake news came out, so the price of crude just dropped like $2, a little over $2. And then it was found out that it was fake news or something, and then it just popped back up, right back up to where it was before, like over $2. So that was pretty interesting. So I think once the SPR, I mean the price of oil is being suppressed, and I think once the SPR is done this fall, then we're going to see the price of gas and oil actually go higher, and uh, by this point it'll probably already be um, midterm elections will be coming up or almost over, at that point, and I think. I mean, I'm thinking that it may be a landslide with mostly Republicans getting office, like Senate and representative office. But I don't know with the buying of votes. I don't know how that's going to change the landscape for this. So um, yeah, I think it's going to be more inflationary. So we pretty much reduced our government income. We don't have enough income anyway. I don't want to brush my hair. Go ahead, brush daddy's hair. So we already don't have enough income. We have $1 trillion deficit on our budget, and then now we, reduce the amount of income that we're getting. So it's going to be inflationary. Um, how I'm processing it is just like, hey, like I'm a beneficiary of it, but at the same time, I'm going to use that capital to buy more hard assets because, yeah, I'm just not, and I'm going to pay off my student loans. So that's kind of my take on it. What's y'all take on this stuff? It's everything's very political now. It's very political, and so, and I know there's a huge focus the um, on the what you call it, the midterm elections right now. So, all right, y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.